Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Glad you could make it. What we're going to be covering tonight are the 5 power tools that I think are absolute essentials to have for any homeowner, or really just anybody, because these tools will get you out of tight jams, they'll help you with repairs around the house, and they can do more than maybe what you're thinking. Now, one of the nice things that we're going to do is that we're also going to, in later videos, do an in-depth how-to. So on each one of the tools, we're literally going to show you how to use each and every one in future videos. Now, I've had years of experience in the trades where I've gotten to use each and every one of these tools, plus many more, to help me along, and I really think that people out there can benefit from my years of experience. So that's what we'll be doing tonight, and that's what we'll be doing in the future. Now, you're going to want to be a subscriber to see those future videos, and while you're becoming a subscriber, hit the little bell icon so that you know when those videos come out. You're not going to want to miss them. Now, before we get into it, we've got to talk about our Tools with SoAlz challenge. I was very pleased to hear that Man Caver Tools has decided to take up the challenge. Suburban Beard also looking to do it. Just he's looking for a way to secure the 4x4 to something so that it doesn't spin around and hurt him or something else. Man Caver is right now supposed to be out there looking for this lag that's available on the shelf at Menards. Dave, I hope you find it and I hope you get to it soon. As always, it is for fun. It's to entertain you folks, and we're also going to be giving a little money to charity. As of right now, it looks like Alzheimer's research might be getting some dough. More on that when the time comes. Want to make sure I give everyone an opportunity to kick my butt or not kick my butt, whichever the case may be. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It has been fun for me anyway. So with that, let's get right into it with the first tool that every homeowner, really everyone, should have in their arsenal, and that is going to be a hammer drill. Now, one of the things you're going to notice tonight, or that every single tool that I bring to you is going to be a Ridgid product. I am not sponsored by Ridgid or Home Depot. I am not sponsored by anyone. The reason I went with one platform is simple. I honestly believe that if you're a homeowner and you're not using tools every single day to make a living, you should only buy one brand. So in that vein, to make that point clear, I went with what I have said time and again is the best value in all of the power tool market right now, and that is Ridgid power tools. The reason I didn't go with just a regular drill driver is that there are occasions where you might need to go into concrete or brick, some form of masonry, and a hammer drill will make that job much easier. It will save you time, and when it's not in hammer mode, it is in fact just a regular drill driver. So just having one extra mode makes this more versatile, and they do typically have more power than just your standard drill driver. Awesome tool. Absolutely go with a hammer drill over a regular drill driver for having around the house. Number 2, and these first two are very obvious. I think every channel that's ever done something similar to this has had these two in their lineup, and that is an impact driver. Now, the reason I went with the impact driver for mine is because this is what I will use when I'm outside driving screws. Whether it's a deck or I'm building a swing, what have you, when I'm outside, I like driving screws with this They are very powerful. They are also loud. So if you're going to work around your house with this, make sure you're doing it during the day and not at night, so as to not disturb your neighbors. Now the next one that we're going to talk about is an impact wrench. Now these aren't just for taking lug nuts off of your car, even though I think just about every tool channel that has ever existed, when it comes to the impact wrench, the only thing they tend to show you is it taking off lug nuts, putting lug nuts back on. Some of them have rigs that mimic taking lug nuts on and off, or something similar. What I use this for is when I am driving a lag of either size. They don't have to be this big. This is just an example. When I am driving a lag into wood. And the reason for that, first of all, it is just as loud as an impact driver, but it also has more power. And I don't have to worry about any bits breaking or anything like that. It's just put a socket on, make sure it's the right one, squeeze the trigger and go. Pretty easy tool to use. Do recommend that for any homeowner. Absolutely should have it. And there's this little guy, a circular saw. It can be corded or cordless. It doesn't really matter. Although if you're into a battery platform, I'm going to tell you that at some point you're going to end up picking up one of these, and you're never going to touch your corded one unless this one's out of juice. Just the way it works, folks. I don't make the rules. I'm just here to talk to you about them. But the circ saw, what I like about it, again, it's versatile. I would actually have this. Now, if I didn't have a table saw, this is actually one of the tools that I would start out with first to make sure that I have around the house, because any repairs that come up, you're going to need a way of cutting that wood. Yes, you can use a handsaw, but it's going to take forever. A circ saw, a couple of seconds to dial it in, and I'm really looking forward to showing you guys the techniques for making sure that your cuts are right and your depth is right and all the awesome things that this thing does. So yeah, absolutely have a circ saw around your house. They're great tools to have, and you end up using them more often than you thought. Now our last one, I could have gone in a bunch of ways with it. And I was debating, do I put a flashlight in here? Because a flashlight comes in most kits, combo kits. So I thought about that, and I thought about a recip saw. And I was like, well, you know, if you're making decks or you're repairing a deck or whatever, having a recip saw would absolutely come in handy. However, you can do everything a recip saw can do, for the most part, with a circular saw. And the things that you can't do with a circular saw that you can do with a recip saw, I would tell you to first consult a professional. Someone that gets paid to know this stuff and is more experienced in the tool with the tools than your typical homeowner. So the one I went with is the multi-tool. You can call it an oscillating tool, whatever you want. And the reason I went with this is not only can it cut into drywall and wood, it'll also scrape tile. It'll help you around the house for jobs other than fixing and repairing, and sanding. A lot of people tend to forget, all these blades are very nice. They also have a sanding head that can go on here, and it does make your life much easier. If you've noticed the theme of what I've talked about tonight, every single tool, I think I have mentioned versatility. That is, they do more than one job. And that's why I believe that all of them, all 5 of these tools, should have a place in every single one of your homes. So, with that, our next video, we're going to be looking at the Works 32 volt air. It's a leaf blower, an inflator, deflator, and it's a vacuum, I think, a sweeper. It should be interesting. I do want to bring a little bit of Works in because they have some kind of oddball tools that I think are going to be fun. And yeah, in future videos, I'm going to be going in depth and showing you how to use all of these. It's going to be part of our Homeowner series, and there'll be a special playlist just for that. So with that, see you all next time. Have a good one.